far as that?
How you say? Indiana. I thought you were in Pennsylvania. Perugia? They don't play basketball. That'd be awesome. No, I've seen him dribble for that. He has no dribble. Oh, really? I remember teaching Canada and then they're giving their kid awards. And then the kid she's a piece of work. Jack doesn't care for it. He's like one of these idiots. That guy.
Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome to the October Board of Trustees meeting for the Philadelphia Academy Charter School. I'll call the roll. Thank you. I'll ask all rise and then face the American flag and pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you, George. I'll call the meeting in order at 7:06 p.m. Roll call, Anthony Boyle is excused. He's working. Mary Deisler.
Here.
George McClay.
Here.
Maria McColgan.
Here.
John McGrody is present. Steve Pulaski. Here. Robert Sullivan. Thank you. At this point, I'm going to ask Mrs. Schmidt for the presentation of awards for the grade school.
Good evening, everyone. We want to recognize our students from the Student of the Month for the month of September. This is awarded by the faculty and staff for exemplifying participation, which is the first word in our daily creed. As a PAC student, I pledge to participate in daily activities with a positive attitude. So this month is participation. In kindergarten, we have, and I see him sitting there right with his teacher, Mrs. Guest, Jalen Johnson. So short in that sweater. In first grade, Carly Rosenfeld. next year. Also in second grade, Luke Weber. Third grade, Ethan Steinmetz. Fourth grade, Wesley Davis. Fifth grade, Ashley Yeager. Sixth grade, Elizabeth Steinmetz. And we're so proud to have someone who just got here get nominated for Student of the Month in her first month. So this is really seventh grade, I know she's not here, but it's Siani Perez. They're enjoying some family time. And in eighth grade, Talia Castagnas. Talia? Congratulations.
At this time, I'm going to ask Ms. Simmons to come up for the high school report, and welcome back.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I want to take a moment to recognize our newly elected student council officers. They will serve proudly our school, and they really take such an important role in leadership in the school. So we're very proud of our newly elected members. Our president is Joseph Bonstead. Our vice president is Gabriella Zornak. Gabriella couldn't be here this evening, so Luke will accept on her behalf. Our secretary is Luke Sanabort. And our treasurer, Angelica Zampieri. Thank you so much, and we look forward to great things from you guys.
Thank you very much.
Good job, guys. Good job.
At this time, we're going to move into the approval of the agenda, and for the families that just received awards with their children, we would like nothing better than you guys to hang out with us and watch the Board of Trustees meeting. But with that said, we would not be terribly offended if you choose to use some family time at this time in the park. I'll entertain a motion for the approval of the agenda. Motion by Sullivan, second by Dyson. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Approval of the minutes. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second? Seconded by Pulaski. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Public comment. We're going to try to limit speakers to about 5 minutes. And we're not going to try to go more than a half hour in the interest of people's time. At this time, before we have public comment, I'm going to ask for a report. The board met tonight in executive session from about 5:30 till about just before we walked into the room. We discussed some personnel issues back there. We also were briefed on the budget. We talked about some issues regarding the school infrastructure. I'm going to go out of order here because I know Tom Taylor has another commitment tonight, so I'm going to ask Tom for his report now.
Thank you. We had the tax season, so I got some tax returns again. We have the financial results as of September 30th, 2015. So for the first quarter ended, we had cash balance of $9.4 million in the bank as of 9/30/15. $6.2 million of that was in the money market, $2.2 million was in the general account, the remaining were in the other accounts. Our receivables through the end of September were $877,607, of which almost over half of them were from the school district of Philadelphia, $475,295, and that's basically for transportation. Our accounts payable was $209,214. We're basically paying our bills on a weekly basis. The only reason it's that high is we tried to get in as many bills as we could when we prepared this report. They were all cut right after this report was made. Our payroll accrual for next year is $1.0 million, and our revenue exceeded expenses by $1.1 million versus a plan of $458,000, so we had a favorable variance of $644,000 for the 3 months ended. Primary reasons for this variance was we have lower than planned personnel costs, and our rent has been reduced based on what we've been paying in the past. It was decided last year to lower the rent, and that's why we had such a favorable variance. Cash flow, again, we're paying all accounts payables being paid when available funds are received, and we are billing as of September 30th for 1,133 students. The only reason it's lower than planned of 1,162 is the school district pays us for last year's number until November. So when we get our November payment, there's an adjustment. That's all I have.
Thank you. Is there any comment and/or for the board and/or questions from the administration?
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes, sir.
With the Commonwealth budget being what it is, what kind of impact is it going to have on us?
With the Commonwealth budget, right now, it does not look like the budget is going to pass this calendar year. It looks like it's February at the earliest. The schools' cash on hand is over 165 days. Unlike some of the smaller charter schools that are out there, this school is going to be able to weather the storm a lot better. We are watching what we're spending. If something's needed, obviously it's going to be purchased, but nothing that is not needed is being purchased at this time. Basically, Dr. Height from the School District of Philadelphia went out and borrowed money to make sure that the school district and the charter schools are paid for November. That being said, we'll have 165 days past there. So we are well into February, so PACS should be okay with the budget impasse.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else? Thanks, Tom.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
At this time, I'll ask you a second for the CEO's report.
The good news, which Tom just gave everyone, is that Dr. Height did go out and borrow money, which means that we will be receiving our November payment. We just received that information last night. Our lottery for 2016-17 opened on October 1st, and it will be open until January 1st. We have chosen to decrease the number of months that we collect our lottery. Our lottery is being collected much quicker now that it is online. To date, we have 1,627 students on our lottery list already. We sent our sibling lottery form electronically to the families on October 1st. This will be resent on November 1st and December 1st to make sure that our families all have received it. We also receive a report from One Call Now of any bad email addresses that we can follow back up on to be assured that families are getting it. The sibling form can be filled out and submitted electronically, but the form is not being publicly posted because obviously only siblings will be filling out the sibling lottery. But it is being shared internally with our families. We will be having a bingo here at PACS High School on November the 10th. We have Tim's Barbecue Truck and Cupcake Carnival who will be available in the parking lot for families starting at 4:30 to 7 p.m. to purchase food items for that night. If you're interested in tickets are $25 and you can contact Mary Jocelyn either by phone at the school or by email for tickets. We have been lucky enough to be chosen once again by Reefs Across America to come here to the high school. They will be making a stop on December the 10th at 9 a.m.
on their way to place wreaths at Arlington Cemetery. The PAC student community really looks forward to this visit, as it's a great experience for our students, as it allows them to meet with area vets, as well as some of the vets that come on the convoy. The convoy this year has been doubled in size. There will be 12 tractor trailers that are wrapped and are filled with wreaths that they will be stopping at the cemetery at Valley Forge on their way down to Arlington. Also, Mashios will be assisting us that day in providing breakfast for everyone that's coming. The Philadelphia Police Department, as well as the state police, are also instrumental in escorting the convoy through the state of Pennsylvania. They leave upstate Maine and go down to Arlington, and the trip is about 2 days that they take. So it's pretty significant that we're one of the few stops that they choose to come to. Wreaths Across America is an organization, wreaths, that provides wreaths to the vets at the cemeteries for the holidays. And this will be the third time that they're coming to PAX. And it involves a lot of the PAX community, not only the high school students, but we also get some of the students at the elementary school also come over to it. And it's a very moving event when they come in, because there's a lot of pomp and circumstance that comes along with them. We've actually been lucky enough to be involved with the organization through Penny Lucas, who works here at the high school and the elementary school, whose husband and some of her family members have been involved with it over the years. Mashio's corporate chef, Chris Mazzio, is now working with our staff at the high school as well as the elementary school. We're planning our first high school roundtable for our students, which will start with our student council members, along with some other students, to be part of the planning committee for input on future meals that we'll be having in both the elementary and the high school. The cafeteria has also undergone a minor facelift, which is moved for our meeting tonight. But the orientation of the cafeteria has been changed to run along the window wall to allow for them to expand the options that they have for students, along with the equipment that they need for those options. And that's it for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question. I didn't hear what you said. Is it Wreaths Across America?
Wreaths.
Wreaths, like door wreaths.
Wreaths?
Yes.
Okay. Will that be posted?
And we did, what we usually do is we also take pictures of it and we post them online. But yes, it will be
Okay,
posted.
because I've never heard of it. I've never seen anything about it.
We just literally this past week made the arrangements with them because they contacted us. They were not here last year, correct? That's the year before. So it hasn't been every year that they've come, but this is the third year that they've come to PAX. They're coming to us in Valley Forge Military Academy because they'll be going to the cemetery in Valley Forge also in Pennsylvania.
So other than serving breakfast, does PAX do anything else for these?
Yes, they're here for about an hour and a half, and we actually have a workshop going on in the gym for the students here at the high school. So, for example, the last time they came in, do you want to
Just their mission is to not only honor the fallen veterans, but also to educate the children. So there is an assembly that every child will participate in, and it really is a moving experience where they will present a wreath to the school for being part of the day, but they'll also honor, every time that they come, they'll honor a serviceman who, whether it be someone who has participated in the armed services and lost their life, or through the Philadelphia Police Department, and their families come. So it is incredibly moving because in some cases, these are families who have just lost a loved one who are presented with a wreath, and we all kind of stand together as one family to lift these people up.
at the holiday times, which, for a lot of the families is the most difficult time.
Thank you.
High school report?
Sure. New members of Philadelphia Academy's Model United Nations Club were inducted yesterday. This group will prepare to compete as a group of delegates at University of Pennsylvania's prestigious competition, which will occur later this year. This will be our third year participating in the competition. The high school will come together for Unity Day on Friday, October 23rd. Students will wear orange and participate in various student-led activities to promote the message of uniting together against bullying, uniting for kindness, acceptance, and inclusion. The Intermediate Unit 26 Charter School meeting was held in our gym yesterday. It is a monthly meeting for charter school administration to gather information and support training. We are very excited that the IU has chosen our facility as it showcases our students, staff, and school. And thank you to Kathy Adams for putting that together. PSATs will take place at the high school on October 28th. All sophomores and juniors are encouraged to participate in the testing. One note, there are 2 different dates that you can participate in the PSAT, and several suburban schools actually participated earlier this week. And just a note to parents that this new version of the PSAT that is being offered this year is quite a bit lengthier than it has been in years past. So we will be sending out notifications to parents that the test may run an additional 45 minutes because the rigor of the test has increased. And then finally, our next college fair is set for November 4th from 6 to 8, and will be preceded by a financial aid workshop for parents, which will begin at 5:30. So we hope to see all of our parents and our students there. Thank you.
Thank you. Great school report.
Good evening, everyone. This week, Mrs. Sigmund and I attended a meeting at the school district for all charter schools, and they released some interesting figures regarding this year's PSSA, the average scores for all Philadelphia charters. PACS scored 32.7 percentage points higher than the charter school average in reading language arts, and 43.8 percentage points higher than the charter school averages in math. So they did an excellent job. Our first interims are going out next week. There's a few changes to the report card this year. Dance, phys ed, K-4 art and technology in grades 5 through 8 will now be pass-fail on the interims and report cards. We changed up the comment codes and decreased them from 27 to 18 to give more specific information to parents. And there are 3 comment codes that will restrict a student from honor roll, and those are unprepared, inattentive, or missing or incomplete assignments. We're also doing a lot of bullying prevention activities throughout the month of October. Like the high school, we will be doing Unite Against Bullying Day. Instead of a donation, we're holding a slogan contest for students. All the students are creating their own anti-bullying slogan, and the winning slogan will be placed on a wristband. We had a dress down day last week for Stomp Out Bullying. So the proceeds from that dress down day will purchase the wristbands for all the students, and they'll be able to wear them throughout the school year. We're also selling the Guts Girls, which is our Girls United Towards Strength and Success Club for 7th and 8th grade girls, are selling wristbands to promote anti-bullying as well. We have 30 7th and 8th graders signed up for Guts this year, and this is the 4th year for the program. We also had our student council elections. We'll invite the students to a later meeting. We have Allison Rossi as president, Michael Wirtz as vice president, Emily Gladue as secretary, and Ismail Pasha as the treasurer. We have a dance coming up on October 30th for Halloween for middle school. And we participated in the Kiss a Pig for Financial Literacy program. Trudy Santabor, thank you for including PACS in this event. We won a trophy. We were the highest. We raised the most money out of any of the 10 schools that participated in the program. We raised $2,300 or so, but we are going to receive $5,000 because corporate sponsors match the donations. And several of the families, the McColgans, came out, and so did the Wilgazinskis and the Castles, to watch Mr. Moon give a pig a big kiss.
A big sloppy kiss.
Yes, and last but not least, our attendance rate for the month of September was 97.12%. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Do we do any training for the students, like assemblies or whatever, on bullying prevention and bystander training to help them know what to do when they come across it?
Absolutely. Mrs. Brody, do you care to expand?
We've had things last year. I don't have anything scheduled for this year for somebody to come out, but we've had them come out the last couple of years, and it's usually put together in a play format, one for the younger kids, one for the older kids, where they absolutely show specific types of bullying and how to respond to it and how for the bystanders as well.
Students are signing anti-bullying pledges. There's a daily message on the morning announcements that talks about being a bystander, being a bully, and the teachers are all doing individual lessons in their classrooms as well.
If I may, I'm Douglas Robinson, assistant principal at the high school. We just had a guest speaker a week ago named Lee Rubin come out. He came out over the summer for staff PD, in which he did anti-bullying, anti-hazing. He was at Penn State during the Paterno, Sandusky incidents. He played on their football team. Last week we had about 65, 70 of our student leaders, the MHS, the student council, all captains from the teams, meet with him, and he did an entire presentation that ran close to 90 minutes for bully awareness, prevention, and trying to get it so that students are being aware of it before it gets to us, so that we can be proactive instead of reactive.
Thank you. Mrs. Adams, special ed report.
Yes, we're very excited to host the IU26 meeting, as Mrs. Simmons said. The school district of Philadelphia has actually asked us to host 2 in the month of October, and the state of Pennsylvania has asked us to host a training in the month of January. When the people came yesterday, there were so many comments about our student body as a whole and how beautiful our school was, and they were especially impressed by our National Honor Society students who met them at the door and escorted them to the cafeteria, to the gymnasium. And actually someone wrote to me today to say how it really made their day to have such a wonderful greeting from our students. We're really excited that our transition program, under the direction of Mrs. Geiteman, is going to start doing a coffee club, coffee shop in the Norcom Center over at Spin. They're going to, every Friday, bring baked goods that they've made during the week and a variety of beverages, and have a stand at the Norcom Center. This is our first real business outside of what we've done here with smoothies and such. And so we're very excited. Mrs. Geiteman is itching now for a truck. She wants to start her own food truck business with our kids in the transition program. So one step at a time, but this is a really good beginning for us to expand the opportunities for our students who are transitioning. Additionally, we've developed more community partnerships. We're now partnering with Wawa. That's a new partnership for us for this year, as well as several other places. And so we're expanding the kinds of options we have for our kids to be out in the community. At the grade school, things are going very well. Once again, the new related service providers are blending in very, very well with our staff. Things are going very positively. Our self-contained special ed classes, we have a lot of dancing and singing, especially from room 173. My office is right next door to them, and I can hear the sounds of laughter and excitement coming from there and singing all day long. So things are going extremely well. We also, thank you to Ms. Schmidt for remembering that we just had an anonymous donor, a parent who wishes to be anonymous, who has been so happy with the special ed program that they have donated $2,000 to the elementary special ed program for us to further develop our sensory room and to get anything that we would like for the students to further enhance the program. We're very grateful for that donation. Anything else? No, anybody can think of? It's just been a very good start to the year. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Horton, transportation report.
Good evening. Just to bring you up to date on some things that have been going on at the beginning of the school year. Right now we're transporting over 650 children on a daily basis on a total of 13 routes out of the grade school. This involves 9 standard-sized buses, 2 smaller yellow buses, and 2 vans. In addition, we're coordinating the sports programs needing transportation out of both the grade school and high school. Also this year, we began to transport children that were normally in the afternoon aftercare program at the grade school, who now go over to the Klein JCC right up the street from us here. And this is done at the end of each day as well. Currently, however, we're very near capacity for most of the vehicles doing daily routes, particularly in the afternoon. At the beginning of the school year, we instituted a new fueling program, as well as new procedures that go along with our fuel. The new program provides a better analysis of driver use for more stringent internal control. It provides convenience for the drivers to get fuel almost anywhere in the city if that is what is needed. And when you combine the recent drop in fuel prices with the price that we're now getting through the company that we're working with, we're now paying approximately 75 cents less per gallon than we were paying at the end of the previous school year. An update on the auction of the buses that were put out of service. We had 3 buses that needed to be put out of service due to their age. Their sale has been completed and the check was received for that last week. And finally, after some turnover in personnel during the summer and at the beginning of the school year, we are now completely staffed and very pleased with our new drivers.
Question?
Can we get an update on the bus aides?
Yes, we actually hired an aide last week. With any luck, we may be able to have 3 new aides this upcoming week. There's one who has been waiting to work for a month and a half. We just cannot get one of her clearances back. It seems to be held up in the Department of Public Welfare. We don't know why. Nobody seems to have an answer on that. And I have applications from 2 other aides. One is going to start Monday, and another should have her clearances in sometime next week. And that would get us to almost having an 8 on every bus. So we're getting there.
Thank you. And I know it went off without a hitch, but the transportation folks were completely prepared for an apocalypse on the Monday after the vote.
Actually, it was easy.
But it did come, but it was actually the best day we had, yeah, exactly. Home and school report? Parent advisory council report? Oh, were you going to do? I know we have speeches.
We have a few things to do with the Parent Advisory Council. I'm doing the report tonight just because there's a few different moving pieces. First thing we want to say is thank you to our outgoing PAC members. They've been serving a period of 2 school years. We want to say thank you to Christy Donofrio, who represented K-2, to Joanne Cartledge, who was a home and school rep for the high school, and then was the 3 to 5 rep for this past year, and Sue Tuckerman, who has also served on the PAC for the last 2 years. We had our PAC nomination process happen last